Hello students, today we are going to read about the Triumph of Surgery, which is the first chapter of our supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet. So let's start with this chapter, Triumph of Surgery by James Herriot. Now in this chapter, before reading this chapter, we will read about the author. Now author is James Herriot. James Herriot was his pen name. His actual name was James Alfred White. And actually he was a British veterinary surgeon, but along with a surgeon he was a writer also, and he has written many stories about animals and their owners. And he is best known for his semi-autobiographical works, beginning with If Only They Could Talk in 1970, which spawned a series of movies and television series also. Now, what is the theme? The theme of this story is a triumph of surgery is telling us about the pampered children. Through animal, the author has tried to give us a message that whenever we are pampering too much, whenever we are over pampering the person whom we love so much, it is going to result in something very bad. So it's about a dog named Tricky. Mrs. Pumphrey was his owner, and Tricky and Mrs. Pumphrey loved Tricky a lot. And his love, his possessiveness and his over-pampering proved very dangerous for Tricky, and it made him sick. So Mrs. Pumphrey did not have any idea that the love which she is giving to Tricky is actually creating trouble for him. So the main theme of this story is that loving someone is good, but pampering proves in creating troubles. So Mrs. Pumphrey's pampering towards Tricky had created a lot of trouble for Tricky and made him sick. Now the main characters, there are three main characters in this: Dr. Herriot, Dr. James Herriot, Mrs. Pumphrey, the owner of Tricky, and Tricky, the dog. Now, Mr. Herriot, or Dr. James Herriot, he was a very competent veterinary doctor. He was a doctor of animals. He always cured animals, and he was a very good and competent doctor. He had a great experience of curing dogs, and he was very kind and gentle. He was not just doing his job. He was compassionate towards his job. He used to diagnose the problem of the animals, and then he used to treat them. So he had a very good diagnosis. Means just by seeing the dog he could make out that what the problem the animal is facing. And he was very kind and helpful. He determined, no, I am going to, the first time when he saw this Tricky with Mrs. Pumphrey, he saw the dog and he saw that Tricky had become very fat. He was hugely fat. So he understood the problem. He diagnosed the problem with Tricky, and he decided that this dog needs the treatment. He was very wise and intelligent how to deal with situations. So he was very intelligent, he was very wise, he was very clever. He knew that what is going to happen next and how he has to deal the situation. Then he was very practical and pragmatic. What do you mean by pragmatic? Pragmatic means having a practical approach. Okay, not just stuck to theoretical only, related to practical approach, having a practical approach. Then he was very clever. He knew that Mrs. Pumphrey was very overprotective and very possessed about Tricky, and she was very caring, and she was very much worried about Tricky. So Herriot knew how to tackle her. So he was very clever, wise, and he was just making the best of both the worlds. How to enjoy and how to take things very lightly. Next is Mrs. Pumphrey. Mrs. Pumphrey, she was a fabulously rich and resourceful lady, and she had lots of maids and servants in her home. She was passionately attached to her dog, whose name was Tricky, and she was very much worried. She was always overfeeding, Tricky lots of chocolates, cakes and everything she was giving to the dog, and what that resulted in, what? A hugely fat Tricky. Tricky became very fat, he became very overweight, and still because of this he became very lethargic and very dull. So instead of thinking that I am overfeeding, what she thought that he was malnutrition. This was Mrs. Pumphrey's love towards Tricky, that she was feeling that, oh my God, Tricky is becoming so dull, that means he is malnutrition. Actually he was overfed. She pampered Tricky like a spoiled child. Okay, nowadays in many homes we see that children are very much pampered by the parents, and because of that they become spoiled. Now she was impractical. She was not at all practical. She was not at all pragmatic. She was impragmatic. She was impractical. But she was not thinking on the other side. Practically she was not thinking, but she was very compassionate and very caring. She was very compassionate and very caring for her dog. And then finally, when she asked Dr. Harriet to help him, help her or help Tricky, afterwards she expresses her gratefulness. She expresses her gratitude that, yeah, thank you so much for curing her dog. So she was very compassionate, she was very careful, and she was very grateful also. Means she showed her gratitude to Harriet. Next is Tricky, the main character in the story, the pet dog of Mrs. Pumphrey. He was a very small dog, but very greedy for food. Now greedy for food means because he had the habit of eating the whole day. The owner, Mrs. Pumphrey, used to give food whole day, so he had the habit of eating the whole day. Now he was overfed by, means what he had every day? Sweets, chocolates and cakes, and made him hugely fat. All the day he was eating cakes, sweets and chocolates, and that made him very fat. Now he was rheumy and listless. Now what is listless? Very dull. He was very dull all the time. He was very lethargic and very dull. Now this is the result of overfeeding. Because of overfeeding, what happened? He became hugely fat. And when he became fat, what happens? Obese people, obese children, what they do? They are always sitting and eating. Okay, no physical activity. And because of that, what happens? The body becomes lethargic. The body becomes dull. So he was rheumy and listless. He was victim of overindulgence and overfeeding. He was victim of overindulgence. Means he was overindulged by Mrs. Pumphrey, that all the time she is taking care. And overfeeding, all day something or the other given to eat. Now, when he became dull and when Mrs. Pumphrey sent him to Harriet, after that he was transformed into a flexible and hard-muscled dog. So, Dr. Harriet had changed him from a very heavyweight, overweight dog or usually fat dog into a flexible and hard-muscled dog. This was done by Harriet, James Harriet. Tricky loves her mistress a lot. This, while we read the chapter, we come to know that mistress loved him a lot, but he also loved his mistress a lot. Mistress, this is shown when he reaches home after 15 days from being hospitalized. At that time he shows his love towards her, his mistress. Now let's start with the summary of the chapter. Just now we have read about the characters, Mrs. Pumphrey, James Harriet and Tricky. Now we will just go through the summary of the chapter. Now starting, what happens? James Harriet sees Mrs. Pumphrey along with his dog on the road and on the street, and when he sees, he understood that he had become hugely fat. So he understood that this dog is overfed, and because of overfeeding he is become very fat and he is become very dull and uninspiring. So he diagnosed, seeing on the road, on the street itself, he diagnosed the problem with Tricky. So he understood that this dog is going to create troubles and will be felt very dull and uninspiring. So the narrator, who was a veterinary surgeon, Mr. Harriet, he is a veterinary surgeon, and when he saw Mrs. Pumphrey along with Tricky, he understood that Tricky was not doing well. He was very dull, he was very uninspiring, and it had become hugely fat because he had been seeing Mrs. Pumphrey and Tricky earlier also. So when he saw the change that he had become so huge, he understood that what is the problem behind it, and he saw that its eyes had become red and its tongue was coming out from its jaws, and it was a state of disease. He was very dull and he was very uninspiring. Next, Tricky's mistress made Tricky ill. Now, what was the cause? Now, at our home also, if we are overfeeding our kids, whatever the kids want, junk food and chocolates and ice creams and cakes, and if we are providing them, it is not the mistake of the child. It is the mistake of the parents. That why are you overfeeding? So it is the mistake of the parents, not the child. So similarly here also, the mistake was of Mrs. Pumphrey, not of Tricky. Tricky was given so much of food as a love, as a caring, as a protection. He was given so much of food, whatever he wanted, that he became overweight. And so, when he became dull, as a result, he became hugely fat and then he became dull. So Mrs. Pumphrey, she felt that the dog was not well, he was very dull, and she thought that he is malnutritioned, that he is inactive. When the dog is inactive, Mrs. Pumphrey thought that he is malnutrition. Actually, it was the reverse, that he was overfed and due to overfeeding, he became dull. But she was thinking that he was malnutrition. So, she told Mr. Harriet that the dog seemed to be very inactive, he doesn't have any energy, and so he started giving oil and cod liver oil, malt and a bowl of Horlicks also, along with cakes, chocolates, ice creams and other things, sweets. She thought that he is malnutrition, so she started giving cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks along with malt. And she was giving cakes, biscuits, chocolates and sweets. Harriet said that you need to reduce the diet. Harriet said that you need to reduce the diet of the dog. But due to the love and the overprotective nature of Mrs. Pumphrey, she did not stop the diet of Tricky. She continued to give, in fact she increased the diet. That he is malnutrition, he is inactive, that means he is becoming very weak, so I need to give more. So Mr. Harriet told her not to give her too much of food, but instead she increased the diet. And it was a very rich diet which she was providing to the dog. Now Harriet's warning to Mrs. Pumphrey. Now Harriet warned Mrs. Pumphrey. Harriet looked at the dog again, and its big trouble was that it had become greedy. Now he all the time eating. So what happened? Tricky became very greedy. And whenever he was given food, whether he wanted, whether he was hungry or not, he used to have that food. So he never refused food. And Harriet asked Mrs. Pumphrey if she had been giving the dog plenty of exercise. Then Harriet asked Mrs. Pumphrey that are you giving him exercise? Because he needs exercise, all the time eating and not consuming that energy, so naturally he will feel ill. So you need to give him plenty of exercise. She said, no, I don't give any exercise to him. So Harriet warned her that you need to cut off the diet and you need to give him more of physical exercise, otherwise he will become ill. But she said, yes, you are right, but I can't give that much pain to my dog. Now she's so much loving, she loved Tricky so much that she's saying, no, I can't give that much pain, exercise, physical labor, no, I can't make him do that. And I can't stop the diet also. I cannot cut the diet also. Now this is love of Mrs. Pumphrey towards Tricky. So this, see, she is showing her love, that's fine. But it is creating trouble for Tricky. So in a way she was wrong. Her love for Tricky was fine, but it is creating trouble for Tricky, so it was wrong for him. Now Tricky to be in hospital. Harriet understood everything. Okay, it's no use telling anything to Mrs. Pumphrey because Mrs. Pumphrey was too possessive, too protective, too caring, and very much and was too much means she had made over indulgent to Tricky. Now Harriet told Mrs. Pumphrey, see, you need to cut out diet and you need to increase his physical exercises. But when she refused and she saw that he became all the more inactive, then she called Mr. Harriet and said, see, something needs to be done. I am very much worried about my dog. So within the next few days, Mrs. Pumphrey told Harriet that Tricky didn't eat anything. And then what happened? He became so ill that he stopped eating. Now, and it even refused to eat his favorite dishes. It spent all its time lying panting. Now he became so heavy that he didn't feel like eating. And all the time he was panting. What is panting? Taking out tongue out of the mouth and taking deep breath. That is panting. Now the narrator understood everything. Mr. Harriet, he understood everything. And then he made his plan. Okay, fine. But for that, you need to hospitalize Tricky. I cannot treat him being at home only. You have to hospitalize Tricky and you have to send Tricky to me. Now Mrs. Pumphrey loved him so much that so many maids and servants were behind Tricky. Okay, Tricky had all separate cushions, his everything was different. Separate things were provided to him like a pampered child. He was treated like a pampered child. So he suggested that Tricky should be hospitalized for about a fortnight. He said for 15 days he need to be hospitalized and he cannot stay to your home, he cannot come to your house. The lady almost became unconscious. My God, how can I live without my Tricky for 15 days? So she became so tensed, so worried and almost she became unconscious that how can I live without my Tricky for 15 days. She loved him so much. She was sure that it would die if he did not see it. She was sure that it would die if he did not see it. Means she said that, no, even my Tricky cannot live without me and I cannot live without my Tricky. But I have to send him to hospital, otherwise he will die. So she becomes strong. She gathers courage. She says, no, I have to send him to hospital, otherwise it will die. So this pain that I have to protect him made her take this decision of sending him to hospital. Now Tricky comes to hospital. In the hospital after Mr. Harriet, there were other dogs also. There were other dogs also in the hospital. Now Mr. Harriet was very smart. He knew the love of Mrs. Pumphrey for Tricky. He knew it. He is very smart. So while he was being brought to hospital, Mrs. Pumphrey had sent all her night bowl. This is for dinner, this is for breakfast, all separate bowls and cushions and all his soft toys and everything, all the kind of things Mrs. Pumphrey just gathered and said, no, you have to take, this is the cushion in which he sleeps in the night and everything. So she just made complete all the things she gathered and then she sent all those things to the hospital along with Tricky. And Mr. Harriet, he took the dog in his car. Mrs. Pumphrey gave Tricky's belongings like bed, cushions, toys, different bowls, one bowl for breakfast, one for lunch, one for dinner, his coats, everything, so many things she just gathered and she just kept in the car of the narrator. And she was like as if she was crying. Okay, she couldn't bear the pain of separation. she was not ready to separate Tricky from him. So at the hospital, when Mr. Harriet brought Tricky to hospital, he knew what he has to do. He understood the whole situation, he diagnosed the whole problem, and he knew what step he has to take. So Tricky looked down at other dogs. They sniffed around it and ignored it. They sniffed around it and ignored it means the dogs, they came, and whenever a new dog comes in our streets, on the colonies also, whenever a new dog comes, first all the other dogs, local dogs, they will see, and then they will sniff, and then sometimes they will bark a lot because they are not ready to accept any stranger in their own area. So the other dogs in the hospital, they sniffed around it and then they ignored it because he was hugely fat, he was inactive, so they ignored it. Tricky shows improvement. Now, Harriet knew the problem with Tricky. He knew that Tricky is overweight, he is overfed, so he is not to be touched, he is not to be given anything, no medicines, nothing. He just left him alone. He wanted him to tackle the situation and he wanted him to adjust in the new environment. So he did not do anything with him, he just left him alone. And he was not given any food or any medicine. No food also. Because Harriet wanted him to react that when he will not have food, slowly and slowly he himself will have the urge to have the food and he will make some efforts. Actually he wanted to make him some efforts. So what happened? The other dogs, they were playing, they were eating their own bowls and they were enjoying. Whereas Tricky was just sitting at one corner doing nothing. So first thing Harriet did was not to give any food or any medicine to him. Then what happened? Slowly and slowly, 1 day, 2 days, then Harriet started becoming normal. Then he had a craving for food. Then when he was seeing the other animals, the other dogs, enjoying, playing, running here and there, eating from their bowls, so he got up. So after 2 days he got up, he went and he just went near the bowl in which the food was there and he started to eat. That means what? Now he started making his own efforts. Because in 2 days what happened? His body was coming to a balance. Otherwise he was overweight, he was hugely fat and he was overfed. So in 2 days what happened? When he was not given anything to eat, his body recovered. His body became active. And it ran about then and he was seeing. So he was getting that inspiration also. I also have to run like them. For 2 days, 1 day he did not show any interest. 1 day he did not show any interest in any dog. He was just lying down on one corner. But then slowly and slowly he started seeing things changing. Then slowly and slowly he started making efforts. He got up, he went to the bowl, he started to have something. Then the changes started. He started improving, improvement in his condition started. He started recovering. Now he understood that other dogs are also playing and enjoying. So I also need to play and enjoy with them. So he started enjoying running with the other dogs and then playing with the other dogs, going to the bowl and eating his food on his own. And then slowly and slowly what happens? He just mingled with other dogs, he became social with other dogs, and then now he was trying to recover and becoming normal. Now Mrs. Pumphrey continued ringing regularly. Now Mrs. Pumphrey was a very, very pampered owner. She kept on ringing Tricky. She kept on ringing Harriet, and Harriet knew that what all questions. Now he is very clever. I told you that he is very clever. So he knew that what all questions Mrs. Pumphrey is going to ask and what are the responses. So without giving an honest answer, he is doing well. And then she used to send everything, some or the other thing. Oh, is he sleeping on his cushion? Yes, he is sleeping on his cushion. Are you giving him food in this bowl? This was given, that one. He knew that how he has to tackle Mrs. Pumphrey. Because she was a pampered mother, he knew that how to tackle Mrs. Pumphrey. So she asked various questions about Tricky. Is Tricky doing this, that? And he knew that yes, I have to say, oh yes, you don't worry, he's doing this, he's doing that. That way, and he did not allow Mrs. Pumphrey to come. He said that for 15 days he need to be hospitalized, and you please have trust on me, have faith on me. I will tackle everything, but for 15 days you need not to disturb. Now the narrator told her that the dog was out of danger, and then she told, Harriet told that you don't worry. Now the dog is out of danger and he is recovering, and at a particular day I will call you and I will tell you to take him home. The day he will be recovered, I will ask you to take him home. Now, what happened? The routine habit, running with dogs, playing with dogs, going and having food, okay, the restricted food at a particular time only, thrice a day, okay, not the whole day. And that also healthy food, not cakes and sweets and chocolates and all those things. So, a time schedule was fixed for the Tricky also, that thrice he is to be given to eat. Then he was made to play with other dogs, running here and there and playing and enjoying. And slowly what happened, that overweight he has reduced and he improved, he recovered. And Mrs. Pumphrey was overprotective, and she, every day what happened was, she started sending eggs and wine. She started sending eggs and wine for the dog to hospital, and Harriet was smart enough. Now if something is coming, he knew that what is to be given to the dog. He knew that he was overfed, so he is not supposed to give him all those things. So he himself, along with his helpers and all, enjoyed those dogs and wine. And when Mrs. Pumphrey used to ask, oh, did Tricky eat that? He said, yes, he's eating everything, you don't worry. Okay, so he was not giving those things to Tricky. Now obviously if someone, because it's very difficult to tackle. That was his style. He was a doctor, he knew his style, how to treat the dog. So he understood that how I have to treat the dog. So he was just giving false answers, fake answers. Yes, I am doing this. Yes, he is taking eggs also, he is taking wine also, everything, and he was, and instead he was enjoying along with helpers, the eggs, the bread and everything. He was enjoying along with his helper. Now, Mrs. Pumphrey said, see, he become very weak, I know, and you cannot provide, but I will be sending every day eggs and wine and everything, and you need to give it to him. Because he has become very weak, he is malnutritioned. So he said, yes, sure, you don't worry, I am going to do everything, and I am going to give him everything. Now, the narrative began giving Tricky wine before and during the meal. Wine he was giving before and during the meal. Now the dog started drinking brandy also. Now Tricky had one extra egg in the morning. It had wine at noon and brandy in the evening. Now the fixed schedule was there. And after a fortnight, when he was completely fit and fine, running here and there and enjoying, okay, all the overweight had reduced and he became very balanced, normal. So, Mrs. Pumphrey, Dr. Harriet called Mrs. Pumphrey that now Tricky is fit and fine, he has recovered. Now you can come and take the dog back. Now your dog is alright. Now Pumphrey comes to take Tricky home. Now Mrs. Pumphrey, she comes and she wants to take Tricky home. So she arrives at the narrator's hospital in a big car, and she asked him that, is my dog better now? Tricky, is he better now? The narrator told her that the dog was fit and fine, you need not to worry, everything is well now and you can take your dog back the same as he was before. Now he could bring it to her. Now when Tricky saw its mistress, now Tricky loved his mistress a lot, and when Tricky saw its mistress, it ran towards her and sat in her lap and it started licking her face. Dogs are very loving, dogs are very loving and caring. That is why we call dog is the most loyal animal. So they are very loving, they love their masters, they are very loyal to their masters. So it began licking her face and barking. Began licking her face and started barking. and he loved her so much, so he was very happy that he got his mistress back, and now again he will be back in his own house. Now Tricky's cure was a triumph of surgery. Narrator helped the driver to bring out Tricky's various things, all the things. He said, yes, you can take all the things back. Actually, he did not use a single thing. Okay, Mrs. Pumphrey gave so many things to the narrator, to Mr. Harriet, and he also just said, yeah, he is using everything, every day his cushions are changed, everything, this, that, and he was all giving fake answers. So, he gave all the things back, yeah, everything he has used, whereas he did not use anything. The Tricky did not sit on the cushion, he was not given food in his own particular bowls. He was one amongst many other dogs. He was treated equal, he was treated normal like other dogs. So all the beds, toys, cushions, coats, bowls, everything he returned, please take them back. And actually they had not been used, but he told Mrs. Pumphrey, yes, we are using everything. Now, as the car moved away, Mrs. Pumphrey leaned out of the window and tears shone in her eyes. Now see, this is showing her love for Tricky. That she was so much caring, so much protective and so much loving Tricky, that when she found the Tricky back in normal state, she was so happy that tears came in her eyes, and she was showing so her gratitude to Dr. Harriet, that I'm so thankful to you that you have returned my dog back and he has recovered. You have won. You have just won in your profession. You have returned my dog, though I was thinking he will die of malnutrition. So tears came out in her eyes and her lips trembled. This lips trembled means she was becoming very shaky. She was touched by, and she was showing her gratitude to Harriet, and she told him that it is the triumph of surgery. That means it's the victory of medicine and the surgery which you did, that he is fit and fine again. So this is triumph of surgery. Now, what is the message behind this chapter is, the author is trying to show that nowadays the parents are pampering their children a lot. So, the parents are pampering their children a lot, and this over pampering leads to destruction. Their children's life is destroyed. Why? Because of over pampering. Everything we are providing them. We are not asking them to find their own ways and means. Everything directly in their mouth we are giving them. So what happens? They are not trying for it. And when they are not trying for it, they will not learn anything. So this is actually a message that over pampering leads to destruction. Pampering is fine, but over pampering is causing trouble for the parent as well as the child. So pampering and over pampering is dangerous, is very destructive. Self-dependent. The child should be made self-dependent. Now if you see the difference here, when he was in Mrs. Pumphrey's house, and Tricky, he did not do anything. There were maids and servants to provide food all the time, and he just used to sit and eat. Nothing. Whereas when he was transferred to hospital, for 2 days, Harriet gave nothing to him. You have to manage. The day you feel, I'm hungry, I want to eat food, you have to get up, you have to go to the bowl and you have to eat. So self-dependent. And because of this, what happened? First of all, craving. I am hungry, I need to eat. So if I need to eat, I have to go there and eat. So self-dependent. We need to make the child self-dependent, not over-pampered. Then socializing with others. In the home of Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky was all alone, enjoying his life. When he came to the hospital, he was made to socialize with other dogs. Then slowly he started adjusting and mingling with other dogs. He started playing with other dogs, running here and there, and then he started socializing with others. So, in a way, children should also be made to socialize with other dogs. They should be socializing, the children should be socializing with other animals, other people and other children. They should be helping each other out, they should be sharing with each other and active and enthusiastic. Now when we are very happy, we become very energetic, we become very active, and if we are very all the time sitting in front of the TV, eating food, becoming couch potatoes, that is very dangerous. Okay, children should be made active. They should be given small jobs to do. They should be made to work actively and they should be made enthusiastic. They should be very active, they should be enthusiastic, they should be made to do self-dependent. They should be made to do the things on their own. Now express happiness and gratitude. Whenever you are happy, express that happiness and show your gratitude. Very important is you have to show your gratitude to the person who has helped you. Please show that because of that person's help you are happy and you are grateful to that person. Show your gratitude to that person that I am very grateful to you that you have helped me. So these points, value points we need to learn. These are the values which we learn from this chapter, that we should not over pamper, we should be self-dependent, then we should socialize with others. Okay, keeping ourselves in just one corner and enjoying our life, that is not good. We should be a part of the society, we should socialize with others, we should help others, we should be we should be caring, we should be sharing. All these things make us socialized. We should be very active and enthusiastic in everything. Okay, if we are lethargic, if we are dull, uninspiring, we are gloomy, we are listless, it makes our body weak and dull and diseased. And the main thing is, whenever you take help from someone, show your gratitude. Okay, it's not a so what, I will also help one day. No. If you have taken help, show your gratitude to the other person and express your happiness that you are happy that the other person has helped you. Like Mrs. Pumphrey, she showed her gratitude by thanking Harriet, that she was grateful to Harriet for helping her in recovering Tricky. So this is all in this chapter. I hope you understood the storyline and the theme and the message behind this chapter. Thank you.